work a little bit on our squat and how we stand out of the chair. So, for the purpose of this, we're going to need a nice strong chair, one that you feel comfortable to get in and out of, or at the moment is just on the edge of challenge. Have either myself in the gym or work with a family member as you get used to this move. You're also going to use a Swiss ball to start with. So, what we're doing here is working on controlling that centre of gravity. When we get ourselves out of the chair, what we want to do is transfer that centre of gravity. If you imagine like a seesaw, we want that centre of gravity there so that when we push up. So if at the moment we might be tentatively staying back because we're worried about falling forward, which means we're finding it hard to get out of the chair. So we want to find the balance between those two positions so that we can transfer the centre of gravity into our feet and be able to lift ourselves up. So what we're going to do to get into that is start with the ball. You're going to place it in front of you, arms in front, feet nice and flat on the floor, and I want you to just push forward and back and feel how that centre of gravity moves to the other side of your feet. So right now it's at the back of my feet. If I move forward, it's going to move to the front of my feet. I want to try and find that balance. My bum isn't leaving the chair. I'm just working and holding with the core as I go forward. Try not to put too much weight in the arms. Try and hold it in the core rather than weight in the arms. Work on just transferring a little to the feet. Only if your chair is nice and secure and you know that it's not going to push away. So you might want to put it up against a wall and then you know it's definitely not moving, or have someone hold it securely for you. Forward and back. Once you've got used to that and you're able to just transfer and bring it back. Barely moving, my bum isn't really coming away from the seat, but I am transferring the weight to my feet. Once you're able to do that, we're then going to bring in another chair and place that in front of us. From here, we're going to work on putting our hands on the chair in front and transferring that weight into our feet. I've got something sturdy here that means it's not going to roll away like the ball, but I'm able to trust it to try and put that weight in my feet. And all you're doing at this point is feeling where that centre of gravity is. At what point do I feel like I'd be able to push myself up? Nice and controlled. Once you've got that, you can work on getting a little bit further into that tabletop. Up and down. Up and down. Once we've played with that, what we're going to do is then come to in the other direction. So we're not going straight up yet. We're going to start up here and we're going to come down just as low as feels comfortable. Work on playing where that centre of gravity goes. It could be as shallow as here. Play around with the angles. See where we end until eventually we're able to go down. The chair is there, but I can lower myself down to that chair and feel how that centre of gravity works. Start with the first one on the ball. We're going to progress this together. I want you to understand it as a whole so you can see where it is we're aiming, but we're going to start right at the beginning and work on this together.